we're looking at how the Renault Sport Formula One team practiced to perfect the 2-second pit stop.
Pit stop is all about precision. It's something that from the outside looks quite second nature, but from the inside, if we're missing that spot by centimetres, then we're costing time in the pit stop. Pit stop is a very important part of the race. Firstly, the strategy is important to know which tyres we're going to go onto, but then it's the coordination of that to basically execute the strategy in the pit stop. Tough process between pit wall, me and the guys in the garage, and is always a very late call because we don't want to tell anyone else, the other teams, what we're going to do. It shows the teamwork in Formula One, and it's a bit of everything. So you've got the engineers that decide and the strategists when to pit. They then relay that both to me in the car and then the guys in the garage as well, the mechanics. And then everything comes together in the space of 60 seconds basically. So I'll be doing the last couple of corners, dive into the pits, which time the mechanics will all run out, get the right wheels ready, the right tyres. A perfect pit stop, 2 seconds. It is not one person's job, it's the whole team that puts it together. And when you can do it and do it well, then it's very rewarding. Consistency is very, very important. There's no point being the fastest pit stop and then you come in for your second stop and you lose 3 seconds. So it's all about just being every time accurate and consistent. And you'd rather have every stop around 2 seconds than have one that's under 2 seconds and then one that's 4 seconds. And that basically depends on me and the team, the guys, to practice and then make sure when it comes down to the race that we know what we're doing.
Gather round a sec.
There's 27 people involved in a pit stop, of which you have to get them working together as a team.
And we're very close to being the fastest pit stop crew now, okay?
Over the course of a season, we'll probably do 2,500 practice pit stops.
2.
I don't look for speed, I just look for consistency. If you get the consistency, the speed tends to come with it. We don't change kit that often because we like the consistency. This particular set of practices, we got new guns.
I usually try and slide that hand into it.
So that's a big step for us. You need to give the engineers a baseline time that they can work with. They have software to work out where your car is going to come out after it's done a pit stop. So you need to give them that time consistently, and then you can work on the speed. Anything more than that is an advantage.
James, you've got a bit of work on your gun button.
If one person gets it slightly wrong,
so just practice that.
That can add half a second to a pit stop, or 3 seconds, you know, so everybody has to be precise. If everything goes well, then you'll get a 2 second or a sub 2 second stop.
2.
In F1, especially, there's no such thing as you can't do it any quicker. So you're looking at saving halves a tenth. If you can save halves a tenth, if you can save 2 halves a tenth, that's a tenth.
It doesn't sound a lot, but a tenth when we're doing a 2 second stop is a 1.9 second stop.
We need to get faster and faster. I'd like to see a 1.5 second pit stop. I think it's possible. We've done them in practice, so it's just a matter of getting them on the course. If we can do it in practice, we should be able to do it in a race at some point.
The current record for a pit stop stands at 1.92 seconds, set by the Williams F1 team earlier this year.
Time is critical in the pit stops and the way the whole race pans out because of them. If any one thing doesn't go quite right, then it makes a big difference on time, which is why practice is important, and it's important that when we come to Sunday, everyone knows his job and we all know how to execute it. It's difficult to say what's going to happen in the future. I mean, the pit stops are getting quicker and quicker. A 2 second pit stop is quite incredible, really, to change 4 wheels in 2 seconds and then be gone again and back into the race is exceptional. With practicing more and more, it will get quicker. It's frightening to think how quick it can go, really.